What's up, guys? Back at it again. Kind of a big day today, huh? UFO drop. Some disclosure, some video evidence, photos that the government's been kept or has kept hidden away for a long time since the moon landing, right? That was a new one to me when they freaking show, or I guess the astronauts, they saw UFO. I thought that was all bogus. I didn't know that was real. But apparently there's videos or pictures of, craft on the moon. So, and you can see in the lunar sky. That was new to me. So this isn't like super gnarly, awesome like pictures and videos that are like, oh wow, they're showing like a live alien as a dead body or anything like that. But it is a step forward, and some of this stuff a lot of people were not even aware about. They didn't know. I like me. I didn't know about that moon landing or like seeing like UFOs in space or on the moon. That's new to me. So I'm sure a lot of people. This is good. This is good. Step forward. I like it. Some other pictures. Let's just like go over the pictures that they were looking at. Let's just see here. There was one that looked like a Christmas star. It was kind of crazy. And it looked like, let me see here. It was crazy. Hang tight here. What's it called? UFO Trump star files. Let's just see what pops up. Oh, there we go. Eerie UFO files show star-shaped object making zigzag moves across sky in newly released videos by the Pentagon. So yeah, that's the one that looks like a star. And some people are saying it looks like the Star of David. Crazy, right? That's like, I don't think anyone, okay. Anyone that's not like a hardcore UFO person is not going to know what the heck that is. Or has maybe never even heard of it. For myself, like, I like UFOs and I thought that was a bogus one. I thought that was a BS one. I didn't think that was real. I've seen it before though on Reddit, but I didn't think it was real. But that's a cool one. And that looks like the stars that you would see like in the Bible or like, in those medieval paintings where you like see like the UFO hovering in the background. It looks like one of those. It's actually pretty cool. And then let's just see this. So yeah, the NASA photograph from Apollo 11 mission in 1972. They see, uh, let's just see here. They see some UFOs like in a triangle formation. And it says new preliminary U.S. government analysis suggests the image features potentially resolve a physical object in the scene. And then this one, September 1993, an undisclosed witness at an undisclosed location said they saw an object almost hovering, slowly moving from east to west. According to officials, the light was an intense diamond light with what appeared to be a ring around the light and was located in the eastern end of the object. The light was pointing southeast, and looking at it, the light was like looking into the sun. That's the one with like the triangle, like gold UFO. The object was metallic, bronze in color, and was a length of 2 or 3 black helicopters lined up nose to tail. The width of the object, approximately the width of 1.5 Blackhawks, was hard to determine due to the light on the object's eastern end, which may have been obscuring part of the body. The object was completely silent and then disappeared without a trace. U.S. military platform 2020. Anomalous phenomenon. That's not that crazy. U.S. Military platform 2024. That one's cool. 9 seconds video footage from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2024. Football-shaped body with 3 radial projections, 1 oriented vertically and 2 oriented downward at a 45-degree angle relative to the major axes of the main mass. U.S. military system in 2025. Monochrome image displays a grainy texture of the simplified central crosshair. 2 small dark circular objects are visible near the center of the frame. A digital artifact of distortion is visible along the edge of the redaction box in the lower right quadrant. Let's go into UFO Reddit. What are they going to say? What are they saying here? They're talking about Tom DeLonge from Blink 182. How do you say his last name? DeLonge? He says, this is a tremendous thing that's happening. I'm just really excited. I'm really proud about it. I feel really good about it. I'm really optimistic that this will lead to more investigations. Good stuff. Yeah, the photos from the surface of the moon, Apollo 11. So a lot of this stuff people weren't aware of. I didn't know about this stuff. Some of these images, I thought it was just bogus. When I've probably seen these before, but you just write them off as like, if the astronauts are saying, nothing, or they're not making a ruckus, they're not saying anything like they saw something up in space, no one's going to believe like some random picture you see on the internet or even a book that says, oh, yeah, there's UFOs on the moon. So it's good that they release these pictures. And then this guy is saying, this post saying, what looks like a structured craft and the FLIR footage is likely a known sensor blooming artifact, not the object's actual shape. So, hey, could be a little monkey wrench the government's throwing to make UFO people seem like retards or dumb. Oh yeah, you guys believe in that? How dumb are you guys? So it could be that. It could be FLIR footage, like some sort of artifact. That's a good strategy by the government. So they're releasing all this stuff that's like kind of FLIR artifacts. That's not really like UFO or images of UFOs or UAPs. It just makes the whole thing seem absurd. Like we're just fools. And then they can discredit us. So it's like a disinformation discrediting campaign. Yeah, Jeremy Corbell released it about a year ago. Okay, so they are debunking it. So they are debunking the freaking. It's the star one. The one that looks like a Christmas decoration, pretty much. It's starting to look like a FLIR lens artifact. Wow, that's pretty insulting. But anyway, so you have to be careful with these drops, these UFO drops by the government. It's always about having power and control over the information. If they're putting out fake photos or photos that can be debunked, they're trying to control the narrative. They're trying to like have you look this way while they're doing something over here, or in this case, write off UFOs or UAPs as just lunacy or absurdity, and then people stop caring about it. So you have to be careful. Then there's like a video of a UFO going through some windmills. That was pretty cool too. Fox News covering UFOs. Fox. It's funny. Fox is like so political. It's so right wing conservative. It's something like your parents or grandparents would like totally like obsess over and watch, especially like back in the day, like 20 years ago, like during like Iraq 2003. They were pumping that stuff up like 24/7. Bill O'Reilly, no spin zone. Um, Tucker Carlson, he was super young there. Tucker Carlson. And then there's that other guy. I forgot his face. I forgot his name. The Hannity. Sean Hannity. Yeah. But anyway, so like, yeah, with freaking Fox, you can't really trust them, but they do have some good UFO coverage. And then there's another post here. Tim Burchett said he's been briefed on recovered bodies. Possibly. Oh, it's a Twitter. It's a X status.
Recovered alien bodies. That is sworn testimony under oath, not a secure setting, and nobody batted an eye, nobody laughed, and there's just kind of a gasp in the room that finally somebody said that, and it's come from so many different sources that we really need to get to the bottom of it. We've had testimony. I don't know testimony. We've been briefed before that of locations of where some of this stuff is. A member of Congress, a close friend of mine, and I've read these books how somebody will approach you and stuff, and we were in the tunnel, and just so happened that there's no coincidences, and this guy said to me, he said, Tim, he said, why do you want to do this? Don't you know this is going to disrupt everything? We have sworn testimony that there are recovered alien bodies. That is sworn testimony under.
So yeah, I guess Tim Burchett, they told him about alien bodies. I mean, I think it's true. I think Roswell, they recovered some bodies there, right? The crashed pilots. And then other places, like there's the Kingman UFO in Arizona. I think there was recovered bodies as well. Or there was just like, I think Rush was saying, or someone was saying that some of the bodies would just be like, they look like mannequins, like they were never alive, like they were just like 3D printed or something to that effect. But they would just be left inside the body, like they were just trying to like tease, like these extraterrestrials were just like gifting us these like craft or these bodies for us to study. Kind of weird stuff. And then Chuck Schumer, I'll keep pushing until we land on the truth. Luna agrees. Also, Sean Kirkpatrick is a documented liar, deep state shill, and having a very bad day. Tom DeLong video reaction. Also, UAP drops to get progressively more spectacular. Arrows being frozen out of the process. Kirkpatrick. Yeah, Kirkpatrick, that's the shady guy that was lying. That was kind of just like being a gatekeeper for UFOs. Can't be trusted. A lot of these people, they're just disinformation agents. Oh, I'm just looking at something really quick here. Jamie Presley, 48, starts an OnlyFans, signing empowerment, creative control. Damn. I remember when she was like freaking young, like in her 20s in those movies. Gorgeous. She's actually, if that's her, she still looks good. I mean, but anyway, that's crazy. Okay, but let's just see here. Chuck Schumer, yeah, right. Can't trust him. Gemini 7 mission encountered multiple UAPs. Mission audio. Let's hear it.
Gemini Control here again. Earlier in the flight, you'll recall at the start of the second revolution, we had a reference to several objects that the crew spotted. This was in the area of Antigua. Due to a mechanical breakdown, we did not have that portion of the tape available for you. This was a line breakdown between Building 30 and our news center, Building 6. Since then, we have dubbed the tape off the master tape here in the control center, and we are now prepared to play it for you. It contains references to sighting not only some particles, but as well as an unidentified object, plus the booster. Here's that tape. We'll play it for you now.
Hi, Gemini 7, here, you listen out your 8.
Loud and clear. 7, go ahead.
I told you at 10 o'clock high.
This is Houston. Say again, 7.
I told you at 10 o'clock high.
Roger. Gemini 7, is that the booster or is that an actual sighting? Say again, 7.
Okay, we have several, looks like a 3 up there, actual sighting.
You have any more information, estimated distance or size?
We also have the booster inside.
Understand you also have the booster inside, Roger.
And we have very many, looks like hundreds of little particles going by from west out about 3 to 4 miles.
Understand you have many small particles going by on the left. At what distance?
Looks like perhaps a vehicle that's disintegrated.
Roger, understand they're about 3 to 4 miles away.
They're past now, they're going to pull over.
Roger, and understand they were about 3 to 4 miles away. Roger.
So they see UAPs in space.
Gemini 7, Houston, were these particles in addition to the booster and the bogey at 10 o'clock high? Roger. Go ahead.
I have the booster on my side as a brilliant body of the sun, but just a black background with billions of particles around it.
Roger, what direction is it from you?
It's about at my 2 o'clock position.
Does that mean it's ahead of you?
It's about ahead of us, 2 o'clock, slowly doubling.
Roger.
Delta Fox 1, 91 second.
Gemini Control here again. The reference in that conversation to the third unidentified object, of course, the third object was bogey. There were several references to the bogey. This is the unidentified object, in addition to particles which appear to be headed in a polar orbit, you heard Frank Borman say, plus Jim Lowell discussing the booster. It was Borman who reported sighting the bogey. This is Gemini Control Houston at 4 hours, 24 minutes into the flight.
Crazy. That star, though, I'm on Reddit still, the UFO Reddit. That star, though, looks like a FLIR artifact, or a FLIR something. Like, something that's just a normal, part of, like, shooting this, or working with this footage. You're going to get some of these artifacts, or whatever you want to call them. It's not a physical object. It's something to do with, like, the lens. All the all the YouTube channels are blowing up right now because of the Trump released the UFO files. They're clowning on this guy for posting a YouTube video on UFO Reddit, trying to promote his channel. Funny. Those pictures of the UAPs in space on the moon, that's so crazy. That's something I need to look into more. And I'm reading the thread, they're like discrediting those pictures, saying they're artifacts. This is the thread I was kind of trying to look for. It says, today's release proves there's no intention to release hard evidence. I think that's true. It's really kind of a smokescreen. They're going to give out these little breadcrumbs. They're not even breadcrumbs, because some of these can probably be discredited as like camera artifacts. Like this FLIR picture. But they're going to drop some of these like files that aren't even really files at all. They can be debunked. And then they're going to try to make the situation look like a joke. Like it's absurd to even believe in it in the first place. I think that's kind of what this is, actually. But anyway, just wanted to go over some stuff I was watching online regarding this drop of the UFO files by Trump. Still want to look at more of the pictures, look at all the videos. This stuff's awesome. But yeah, if you guys like this stuff too, heck yeah, like the channel, like the video, write something in the comments, talk crap. I love it. But yeah, let's talk UFOs. I love it. You take care. See ya.